In this video, we take a detailed look at Thames Valley 2, the lift logic for dumb engineers. The dumbest person on the planet could fix this lift when it goes wrong, because the lift logic tells you exactly what you have to do to repair it. Is this the future of lift logics? Well, less and less skill for the engineer. The engineer pretty much has to know nothing. The lift logic just explains everything it is to do. So let's have a look at this. We've got dispatch master. That means if this was a set, if there was multiple lifts in the set, this one's the one controlling the set. You've got things like car, indicator, profile of its speed. If we start off going into the event log and we take a look at sort of things that have gone wrong in the lift. So if we go down, notice it does tests every now and then, like at the time it did front door lock test requests and stuff like that. Now if we go down to like there, safety chain fault, so someone broke safety, if you do safety chain fault, that's what it looks like. So it tells you how fast was the lift going, how much G-force there was, lots of detail on this. So it was in position 3, but that's the advanced position, so that's where it gets ahead of itself as it goes up the shaft. Advanced position 3, exact position 3. That's because advanced and exact position are the same because the lift wasn't actually moving at point. Speed state 0 tells you lots of things about the lift, tells you how much G-force there was, and it tells you quite a few things about it. It tells you the doors were shut when it happened. Now, let's say this happened and I want to fix it. Don't worry, you press help. Oh, it tells me exactly what to do to fix it. Check OSG final limits and emergency stop switches in motoring or shaft. This event will occur with the lost LAR and TTR. Check previous events to see if this is the case. Oh, isn't that nice? Thank you, lift. I was clueless on how to resolve that fault until it told me. You've got lost LAR, which is part of the safety brake system. That's just your in-service relay pretty much. And then, let's say I didn't know what's happening when that happened. Oh look, it's told me what to do. Whenever the LAR relay is de-energised due to a stop switch being operated or the lift being switched onto test control, this event will be displayed. Otherwise, check safety circuit. Oh look, I never knew that. You could just be some random caretaker who's never learned how to be a lift engineer. It tells you everything. And what else has happened? Let's see, you've got yellow for minor faults, red for major faults. Multi-pre-lock fault. What's a multi-pre-lock fault? Let's try that. What's happening when that happened? Well, the doors were closed when it happened. It was on level 1. Lift wasn't moving when it happened. Let's get some help because I want to know what that fault is. This event is recorded when the CPU has had 3 pre-lock fails. So doors tried to shut 3 times and didn't start off, and then it tells you pretty much what you have to do to repair that. Let's see if there's any more obscure faults. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down a bit further. This touchscreen's a bit crap. It's a resistive touchscreen. Let's see, front door nudging. We all know what that means, but let's say I'm some dumb idiot who doesn't know what front door nudging is. It tells me quite a bit about it. Rear doors were closed, front doors were nudging. Then it's got all that. If we go, help, front door nudging. Provided that there are calls present, limited force door closing will come into operation if the doors are held for over 25 seconds by a safety edge, or if there's been a set number of door reversals caused by the safety edge, etc. A buzzer will sound in the lift car. There we go. Literally, this is so weird. Oh, purple on inspection control. What's inspection control? Whoops, that's lost LAR. That goes with inspection control because it's lost position on this screen's slightly out of sync. Maybe it needs recalibrating a bit. No, on inspection control, I don't know what inspection control means. I'm just some random that's come across this logic. Let's have a look. Indicates that the control system is in car top inspection control. During this time, no calls will be accepted and all features such as fire service control are disabled. Oh, thank you, lift. I never knew that. It's got all sorts here. Like, there it's got car available for calls. And that's in black because that means it's gone back into service. Advanced position level 3, sync position level 2. Front door closed, rear doors closed. Help. Car delayed, calls transferred. Oh, so this means if the car's delayed, if it's in a set, it can then transfer its calls to the other calls in the set, which is controlled by the dispatch master. In this case, this lift is the dispatch master. And you've got loads of stuff like that. Drive start fail. Oh shit, a drive start fail. How do I fix that? Drive fail to complete the start sequence within 3 seconds. In other words, check drive safety. So that's the safety circuit on the drive. So that means that VF-OK isn't coming into place. That means it wants the drive to stop, but the drive isn't saying the VF's OK, and it won't release the brake till the VF's OK. So you obviously wouldn't want to release the brake if the VF's not holding the lift. So let's go out of looking at faults now. Let's go through different features of this sort of stuff. Solutions. Oh, my lift's broke. I need to fix it. Oh, it tells me the lift's fine. That's because it is fine. Let's see, indicators and speech, and you can do different things to do with the speech messages. It's got things like floor legend, if you go into floor legends, and floor index 1, the floor legend is G. So if I want to put custom text on the indicator, it's super easy on this, you don't even need a tool. Yeah, that there tells you different variables, so it lights up whether the variable is true or false. So you can very easily see what's happening. So that's on floor index 1 is G, go up 1. Floor index 2 is 1, floor index 3 is 2. So that's how you set your floor names. Positive trigger on, inhibit test on, and you've got the out of service message, so in service, out of service, and it's got value out of service. You can set these messages. Let's go out of indicator modes, and look, the lift's moving. We can see the nice speed graph. So press the speed graph. Oh, look at, here comes the lift. And let's see how well it levels. Is it going to level nice? Nah, that leveling's a bit shit. Oh, this is good. It's actually got an accelerometer on the lift. So let's get this lift drive. So let's enter a call. And we can see the accelerometer on the lift. Look at that. That is really good. I like the way how I've got an accelerometer. So it's got a speed, X, Y and Z settings. Barely any input on the X, Y and Z meter a second. I've got a timeline. It shows us what's going on. The lift has been in service a long time actually. It's been reliable. Good lift. That's useful. It shows when the faults happen, so we can tell at that time loads of faults happened. Oh, that is actually really useful. You can enter in a call, so enter in that call. There you go. That's entered in a call up. Here goes the lift. It speeds up, green for up, red for down. Goes one floor, slows down, and oh, that's terrible levelling. Oh, that's bad. So you've got that sort of thing there. We can zoom in to show that levelling. Oh, look how bad that horrible levelling is. We can adjust. Shows us some adjustment curves. You've got status. Shows you the status of the lift as its current status. And now let's go back to the home screen, take a look at some other stuff. Checklist. What things do we need to do on our checklist? It shows different things that we can do. Commission, test, adapt, traffic and parking. Shows you how the parking works. Park open. So we can set a value. Do you want to park if the door's open or park if the door's shut? We can control that from there. We've got a parking timer. You can choose how long it is before it parks. So 10 seconds after being inactive it parks. That's how the parking works. Drive setting. Tells us drive settings there. If you want to do the vehicle floors, it tells us the vehicle floors. Main floor 1, fire floor 1, alt fire floor 2, emergency vehicle floor 1. We've got floor trims. Shows you some stuff on that. Hoist mode. Can't be enabled, lift not in test mode. Jog up and down. You can jog your lift up and down in that mode. Yeah, well, jog mode makes the lift jog. Calibrate screen. Because this screen's not very well calibrated, so let's do them a favour by calibrating the screen. Get right in the middle of the dot each time. Now press the red circle. So you need to press the red circle. When it tells you info there about the lifts, it tells you what's going on. It shows the I/O, so we've got LAR, so it's in service, TTR. We've got the safety stuff, that's your main relays there. I/O trace. We've got disabled doors, prepare to test. What's prepare to test? I think it lights it up in the lift. I think it goes, you have to exit a lift because it's about to go into test mode, I think.
Yeah, that's what it does.
What does it give them? Oh, I haven't seen that one before. Enter calls, disable doors if you want to do something. Disable the doors. The passengers can't use the lift because we're testing it. Let's re-enable doors again. You've got auto run settings. And you've got, oh, you can take out settings and put in settings on an SD card in that section. Favourites. What's our favourite settings? We don't have any favourite settings in this lift. Fire floor is like that. And that's pretty much everything there is to do with this lift. So that is how you operate your Thames Valley 2. I hope I haven't left anything out of interest. That is the end of the video.
Then I take a